block is called Courthouse Lawn, finishes at 12 inches. And this is a little bit different than the blocks we've been working on because when we sew these, they're going to be sewn in diagonal rows, and we'll go through that. It's really no different than regular piecing where you sew straight rows. Everything's just on the diagonal, and sometimes it can get confusing. Here's the diagram, and here are the cutting instructions. These are some odd sizes here. Patch A is a 1.5 inch finished half square triangle. We're going to cut 2 3/8 inch squares, cut them in half once diagonally, and we'll get 2 patches. We need 4 patches for the background. Here is your AccuQuilt. If you have the 6 inch cube, it's shape 5. We'll cut these. Patch B is a 3 inch finished quarter square triangle. We'll cut our squares 4 1/4 inches, cut them in half diagonally twice. We'll need 12 patches for the background fabric. And here is the 6 inch cube shape 4 and some other dies you can use for AccuQuilt. Patch C is a 2 5/8 inch square. So we'll cut 2 5/8 inch squares. There's no AccuQuilt die that will do that. And we'll need 8 patches of one fabric, 4 of 2 other accent fabrics, and 1 fabric for the background fabric. And finally, patch D is cut 4 3/4 inches by 2 5/8 inches. And we'll need 4 patches of that in the darker fabric. There's a lot of different ways to piece this block, but I tried to pick the easiest way to write instructions for and to show you. And what we're doing, and we'll get into this later, we're going to piece these units, these triangle units, and then we're going to make 4 of them. And these go here. And we're not going to piece all of them because they're not the same for all 4 corners. But you'll see when we get there. And then we're going to sew this piece, which is this, and the little A patch at the corner. We'll make 4 of those. And then we'll sew these 2 together to make 2 of these corner units. And then we'll finish the block. But we'll show you step by step in just a minute. Here are the fabrics I've chosen, and they match the fabrics in the diagram. The background fabric is a swirl, and here are these 4 patches go in the corners, and these go around the edges. Here, these make the little patches in the center of the block, and this makes the big patch going across into the corners of the block. The first thing I'm going to do is show you how we piece this little unit here. All right, I've covered up most of the block so I can show you this corner piece here. We're going to piece 2 of these triangle units, the BCB unit. So there's 1 here and 1 here. Then we're going to piece all of these 4 patch D and patch A that go in the 4 corners. We're only going to make 2 of these corners, and these corners will be in the upper left and the lower right. So you saw the upper left, and then the lower right looks like this. Same thing. These over here are not going to be sewn right now, because if you're looking at this block and trying to decide how to piece them, you can't go in a straight row like this, because you have this B, C, and then you have this A block that goes all the way, that spans this row and this row. So because of that, we're going to just piece these units, this unit here in the corner, and it will be for the upper left corner and the lower right corner. And let's do that now, and then if you're confused right now, don't worry, because we're going to just piece this one corner, and then I'll show you everything will come together. So we'll take 2 of these quarter square triangles, and then this green patch. we're going to sew it like this. And there's our little triangle. We're going to make 4 of these. And then also, I'm going to take this piece. We're going to take these corner pieces and sew them here. I'm going to sew 4 like this and 4 like this right now. When I sew this unit, I'm going to start with one of these sides. So I'll sew this line here, press the seam open, then sew this one here like this, and press the seam open. Now we have 4 of these corner pieces, and we're going to set 2 aside right now, and we have 4 of our triangle pieces here. Take one of these, and it's going to go like this, and like this. So you can see the corner forming here, and we're going to make 2 like this. Now we have our 2 corner units, the upper left and the lower right. And we're going to just fill in the rows according to the diagram. Now you'll see that this corner is already pieced, and we'll just go and stitch this row here and press the seams open. If you want, you can go ahead and stitch this row to that row, then stitch this row, same thing, and just all the way down till you get to this part here, and then your block is finished. So let me piece the block and I'll show you. Thanks for watching.